Hey, welcome to the channel. It's Thursday. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it's kind of a nice day. And I thought I'd come up in the city and walk around a little bit, get some exercise, and kind of look around a little bit. I'm going to start out at Wat Prasat, which is right next to Wat Prasat, and it's a really beautiful temple. We'll walk around here for a little bit. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something I found on the internet the other day that I thought was kind of newsworthy. It's kind of old, but I figured I'd tell you about it anyway. And show you this temple. It's really beautiful. We'll walk around to the front out here. I kind of parked in the back. There's a lot of traffic out today. A lot of people moving around. This is a really old temple. I don't know much history about it. I'll try to put that down in the comments section where you can read about it. It's really beautiful. Walk around the front over here, on the side of this. You really get a look at it right there. It's really nice. Now, somebody was asking me if I could find a Burmese temple, and I'm going to. I emailed my Burmese friend, and she said there's one here somewhere, but she hasn't got back to me exactly where it is. It says, the origin of this monastery go back to Lana's golden age. It is already mentioned in the Wat of 1492. Since the monastery is located within the walled city, well lived, maintained even under the Burmese and the bronze Buddha statue called oh, y'all can read that. And I'll put this in there so if you want to really get a decent description of what it is, you can put your phone up to that. But what I was going to talk about today is, you know, these temples are sacred, and there's a lot of areas around the city that are sacred. And they want you to respect it. I'll walk in here. Wow. Let's see if I can do this slow enough so you can see it real good. I was digging around on the internet the other day, and kind of looking for something to read about, and I ran up on these two Americans, and I'm going to call them Dumb and Dumber in this video, because what they did, I mean, it was just, when I read it, I remember reading about it. It happened back in 2017, and I remember skimming over it when it happened then, and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. But I kind of read in depth the other day, and what these two Americans did was just, I mean, just over the top. And it's really, you know, it's really embarrassing for us that live here when that happens. I mean, it looks bad on everybody. Not only the Americans, but just the foreigners in general as well. Wow, this is really beautiful. And I know y'all complain. A few people have complained I stop my story when I'm filming stuff, but you know, when I see something really, really nice. But that's just the way I am. You know, it's kind of a story walk, and to not explain or show you some of the really neat stuff while I'm talking kind of diverts from the purpose of the actual video. So bear with me. Plus, I'm from the South, and I like to talk slow anyway. That's just the nature. But anyway, we'll get back out here and I'll finish the story. But Dumb and Dumber, two American guys, they were traveling around, and they had a Instagram page called Traveling Butts. And what these guys were doing is they were going around different places around the world you know, to tourist destinations, and they were taking selfies of themselves showing their butts. And then they're posting it up on Instagram. Well, to the best of my knowledge, they didn't make it as far as Chiang Mai. They only made it as far as Bangkok. And they went to Wat Arun. And those of you all who are familiar with that, that's one of the major tourist attractions in Bangkok. And it's really one of the temples that are really, really sacred. Well, anyway, they decided it would be proper for them to do one of their pictures there, and they did, and you'll see a copy of it in this video. But what they did afterwards was even dumber. I mean, this is why they get their names Dumb and Dumber, is apparently they went back to their hotel room and they posted it up on Instagram. Well, people saw it and just, I mean, were just infuriated. If they would have caught them out on the street, they probably would have strung them up. And it seems, from what I read, there may have been two places that they did. I'm pretty sure they did. They did it at two different places. But Wat Arun was the main one that they got on. Well, the Royal Thai Police got hold of it. And they weren't happy about it. And I don't blame them. I mean, I don't blame them. That has got to be the dumbest thing you could do. You know, you come to somebody's country, you disrespect their sacred ground and basically wave it in their noses. And it was just, I just can't believe that anybody had that much stupidity in them to do something like that. But anyway, they tracked them down. And like I said, Thailand has a fantastic system for keeping track of foreigners. And they were able to identify these two guys, and what they did was they flagged them. And apparently they didn't know exactly where they were staying, but they flagged them. They identified them and flagged them. So when they got ready to leave the country, they'd catch them. And sure enough, a few days later, Dumb and Dumber are leaving the airport in Bangkok, and sure enough, they get picked up by immigration. They get stopped at immigration. Now, we'll walk out on the street here now. The thing about it is not only did they commit an act of indecent exposure, which is highly forbidden here. Nudity in Thailand is not acceptable. It's just not. I mean, everybody thinks that this is just a go anywhere, do anything place. It's not that way. When you walk into these temples or you're walking around the streets here, you need to be dressed appropriately. I mean, walking down the street even with your shirt off is not acceptable. I see a lot of foreigners doing it, but it's not acceptable. You have to be fully clothed. And going into the temples is the same way. Most temples will not let you in it if you're wearing a tank top, or they'll make you change into something else. But these guys just totally disrespected the Thai people and Buddhism and waved their nose at it by placing it up on Instagram. Well, when they got nabbed, apparently whoever nabbed them had a little bit of compassion for them, because both of them got released and they only had to pay a 5,000 baht fine, which is, roughly $120. Now, whether they got blacklisted or not, I really don't know. But they were lucky to get out, because here in Thailand, if you load nudity up onto the internet, you're in violation of the Computer Crimes Act. And they take that stuff seriously. You can do some serious time for that. So these guys got out of the country, and they were very, very fortunate. But what they left behind was the stigma, of people doing stuff like that. And it's just not good. When you come to Thailand, you have to act like a human being. It's not you're in somebody else's country. You know, and that is so disrespectful, not only to the people of Thailand, but to their religion, and also, to me, I think it's disrespectful to the foreigners. Hello! How are you? It's okay I put you on YouTube? Y'all doing okay? Smitey Mai? Good, good. You making somtam? Can I video you? Somtam.
Papaya salad.
Yes, my wife eats that all the time. She loves it.
Papaya salad.
Me? My gin. Oh! You guys take care. Thank you. See you later. But, you know, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't think they'll ever come back to Thailand. I hope they don't. But the funny thing was, it made international news. This is the first time I kind of saw it, and I was searching around a little bit, and it hit papers everywhere, from America, Paris, France, all over the world. They all picked up on it. It really, really gave us a black eye. And but you know, I guess you live and learn. I would, you know, I just don't see any need of doing anything like that. Wow, this is really neat back here. And you got houses back in here. I'm pretty sure I walked this before. More sometime. Swadee Kap. Can I video you? Okay. Thank you. Oh, that's okay. You don't. What you cooking? All right. Noodles. Okay. Looks good. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Oh, what a day. You got tennis shoes for sale. Oh. Can I put him on my video? Oh, thank you. He is darling. What a sweet looking kid. Just sleeping. Is that your son?
Yes, my son.
How old?
2 months.
2 months, okay.
A big boy.
Big boy. He's going to grow up big and strong. Oh, this is great. What a sweetie. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow, that's really neat. There's a new law that just came out. Matter of fact, it's today. And it's got everybody shook up. And it's about taking pictures of people and without their permission. And it's pretty much, you know, if you stick the camera in their faces and, you know, like I just did, you need to ask permission, which I usually do if I get in close. Supposedly walking down the streets and through the streets, you don't have to. But I'm just trying to be as respectful as I can. I've always tried to be that way. And I think it's more if you video somebody in a bad light and let this car get by. And, you know, if you put somebody up on the internet, Swadee Kap, they're over there working hard. Wow. It's like a new building going up. It's like 2 of them, really. But if you put somebody up on the internet and you show them in a bad light, they can take you to the court. And I haven't seen it done yet. And I think that was always the case. You know, if you get out here and video somebody that's doing something that, you know, isn't, how can I put this, isn't quite the thing they'd want their mother to see, and you video it and put it up on the internet, well, they can deal with you. And like I said, I try not to do that. I try to be respectful of people's privacy, and you know, it's obvious I'm carrying a camera. It's you know, 1.5 feet out in front of me. And if somebody turns their head away, I'll move the camera. I don't want to video somebody that doesn't want to be videoed. And I've never had that happen. I did have a foreigner one time yell at me, and I wasn't even videoing him, so I really didn't pay that much attention to it. But that was down in the bar district, and you know, no big deal. I didn't care. I didn't really want to video that anyway. But out here, I've always found that people have been very welcoming, and you know, really had no problem with you know, you videoing them. Matter of fact, I've had some run me down before trying to get on the video. Hello.
Hello.
Wow, that's nice. But you just have to be respectful. But it's got everybody shook up. And it, you know, when I first read it, it shook me up until I read the interpretations, because, you know, we're looking at it in Thai, and, you know, trying to use your phone to decipher it. But it's pretty much business as usual. And I think it will be. Now, you know, anytime that somebody says, don't video them, I always stop. Like I said, I've never had that happen. That is really cool. I hear a dog. But yeah, Swadee Kap. Dumb and Dumber. It's just, they're leaving rice out for the pigeons. And there he goes, I scared him off. Dumb and Dumber, they were very lucky to get out of the country. And there's been, you know, there's been other instances that's happened. It happened up here in Chiang Mai, where a girl, it's Suandak, and I don't remember what nationality she was. And she wasn't even nude. She just took provocative pictures in and around the walls of the temple, and they got a good scolding. Now here's some place with nice trees in here. Oh, I want to thank everybody. The channel went over 5,000 subs. I was not expecting that one bit. Hello. And it happened, I guess, the night before last. And I was sitting there and I thought, wow. So I'm glad everybody's enjoying my content, and I'm having to really keep an eye on the comments, because I won't let people trash Thailand, and I won't let people trash the Thai people. And any comment like that, it automatically gets deleted, and I block whoever says it, because I don't need to hear that, neither does anybody else. And there have been a few. Now right here is where, if you've got like a battery out of your computer or something like that that you want to get rid of, you stick it in one of these hazardous waste bins and they'll come haul it off. But there's no need of it. You know, these people have their life, they have their beliefs, and they have their ways, and there's no excuse of talking bad about them. And I can't think of anything bad. Now this place is for rent, and I'll read the number off. It's 081-568-9890. Nice two-story place. Huh. Anybody's looking for a place to rent? Oh, you're not gonna bite me. You're just gonna bark at me. Be nice. Oh, you're a pretty dog, huh? You're a pretty boy, huh? You're a pretty dog. He's okay. He's okay. Dog don't. I love dogs. But yeah, just be kind. And you know, the thing about it is, we are all human beings. Every one of us. Everybody that's breathing and walking is a human being, and you need to treat them like that. I'll get off my high horse on that. I think I need to walk left here. Everybody's lining up for their food or something. Let's see what they got. Yeah, take home food. But we're gonna walk back left here because the car's up here on the left-hand side. But as far as, you know, people walking on the opposite side of the street or, you know, walking by you, that's fine. But, you know, if you get up close to them or, you know, stick the camera in their face, it's better to ask them before you do it. Felix Health Pharmacy. Coffee Shack. When I see people riding a motorcycle like that, side saddle, it scares me to death. And my wife tells me she used to do it when she worked in Bangkok. And really, it's scary. I don't know what that place is. Huh. Wow, look at this. This is going to be something real nice. I think I went in here and videoed in here one day, if I'm not mistaken. There's an old bus back there. I love this style of buildings. Yeah, that's a big lily pond. Buddhism is the provincial religion of Chiang Mai. Oh yeah, you can get in here, I think. Yeah. Wow, look at that pond. That is really beautiful. That is really nice. I have no idea what this place is. But obviously they've got a little box here, so it's going to be something here. Let's see what the sign says. Oh man, that is so cool. Huh. I have to look on the map and see what it says it is. It's getting hot. I'm sweating a little bit. I had meant to get out earlier, and then I got tied up doing things at the house. And Lek, we just bought our tickets to travel. And Lek came in this morning, and I paid for the tickets this morning. She came in after I got home. She goes, "Did you look at the tickets? You know, the little stub they give you." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It had your name on it." Well, I didn't pay any attention to it. I just read her name and paid the 10,000 baht. And she goes, they've got me down as Mr. And I said, I did, you know, she made the reservations on the internet, and I said, oh my gosh. Because trying to get them to change anything is really difficult. You can spend a long time dealing with them on the phone. So after about 30 minutes of fooling around on the internet, I said, let's just get in the car and we'll drive up to the airport and go to the counter. And they changed her real quick. She was done. And it was over with. Hello. But we are back at the car, and I've already dropped my money in there. That's not money hanging out. Oh, there's something in there. It was just something peeking out at me. I wonder what it was. Huh. Because as soon as I got close, it pulled back inside that hole. Could be anything from a snake to a whatever. I don't want to fool with it. I put my money in, I'm not worried. Well, as you all can see, I'm sweating. And like I said, again, I want to thank everybody that's checked into the channel, everybody that's subscribed, left comments, you know, giving me some feedback and all that. It really makes me feel good. You know, when I cut my toe, you know, hell, I'm just an old man out here walking around. So, you know, I'm not going to appeal to everybody, but you know, if you like it, fine. If you don't, well, you know, there's a lot of channels on there. But anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye.